Beneath the roaring engines and shimmering lights of New York, a young girl, once forgotten on cold concrete steps, made a promise under whispered stars. With only a tattered jacket and Lily's warm laughter echoing in her heart, Mia vowed, "I'll find you, Lily." From that moment on, every long night washing dishes, every whispered lesson in a dusty classroom, built a bridge from shadows to sunlight. While the city hurried past, Mia quietly gathered courage, filling her pocket with hope, one saved coin at a time. Years later, she would stand before the world as a self-made success, always looking up at the same stars, never letting go of the promise she made in the rain. Before we start the story, leave a comment to let us know which city you're watching from. Like and subscribe to support our community. Your support means a lot to us. Now, enjoy the story as we continue. Mia curled up on the cold cement bench, drawing Lily's tattered jacket closer around her thin shoulders. Night had fallen, and the city's distant lights blinked like stars beneath an urban sky. Lily's laughter haunted the silence, but Mia clung to their promise. "We'll never forget each other." Tonight Lily was far away, but Mia still held on to that vow, whispering it into the darkness. "I'll find you, Lily," she repeated. "I promise." In the morning's pale light, Mia woke to the familiar weight of hunger in her stomach, and Lily's promise still on her lips. She forced a smile as her classmates walked past, but her mind lingered on the night's vow. After school, Mia and Lily had quietly slipped out into the spring air, imagining a life where they weren't alone. Lily chattered about their dreams, while Mia listened, heart swelling with hope. But as an unsettled cough took Lily away, Mia had clung to her friend's hand, then to her memory. Wiping away her own tears, Mia put on a brave face. She led Lily by the hand to their usual bench on the corner, scanning the busy street for any sign of Lily's return. But the car that took Lily away did not come back, and the nurse had vanished among the crowds. Mia stayed on those wet sidewalks long after the rain stopped, running her fingers over the carved initials on their old bench. M+L with a simple heart. "I won't forget," Mia whispered to the empty air. In the quiet that followed, Lily's echo filled her heart. That night, as rain splattered on her jacket, Mia kept watch from the steps of the church Lily had once called their shelter. Between shivers and sobs, she held Lily's favorite book and whispered both girls' favorite verse. "No storm can stop us," she recited, letting Lily's voice carry her through the pain. When exhaustion finally overpowered her, Mia found sleep only by repeating their promise. When dawn broke, Mia stepped into the gentle April sunshine. She walked to the place near the hospital where the police had said Lily was taken, but it was empty. The smiley face she once drew in chalk by the curb was half washed away. Mia's stomach growled, but she pressed on toward the neighborhood library. There at least she could think. Inside, the air smelled of old books and fresh coffee brewing at a small cafe counter. A kind librarian, seeing Mia's wet jacket, offered her a warm seat and a cocoa. Mia clutched the hot cup, her hands trembling. A poster caught her eye. "Free learning classes, all welcome." Lily had always believed Mia could do anything, and Mia felt a spark at the thought of learning more. Gently folding the flyer into her pocket, Mia decided this was for her friend. Outside, clouds gathered again. Mia found work volunteering in the children's corner, reading to the little kids. Each time she sounded out a word correctly, she thought of Lily's proud smile. She began borrowing library books about people who once had nothing. Inventors like Edison or Franklin, seeing in their stories a reflection of herself and Lily. But that afternoon, as Mia left with a stack of borrowed books, she felt someone tap her on the shoulder. It was Officer Ruiz, the policeman from the night Lily left. He knelt beside her on the sidewalk and gently took one of Lily's bracelets from Mia's hand. "I'll keep this safe," he promised. "Lily will come back, I promise." His warm words wrapped around Mia, giving her strength. That evening at sunset, Mia sat on the same old bench. She opened Lily's jacket pocket to find the crumpled drawing Lily had made of both of them side by side. Lips trembling with determination, Mia whispered to the sky, "I will find you, Lily, I swear it." The street lights blinked on and Mia stood with a newfound resolve. She would turn the ashes of this day into the fire of her future. The days turned into weeks. Every Tuesday and Friday, Mia hurried to the community center's night class. She was shy at first, but the teacher praised her patience. Mia's friends from the shelter saw her sitting at the back of the room reading aloud, and sometimes they joined her, learning alongside her. Lily's favorite stories kept Mia focused. Each new word she learned was a step closer to honor that promise. Mia also worked at the cafe near the library in exchange for warm meals. Under flickering fluorescent lights, she scrubbed dishes and cleaned tables. Her hands turned red and rough, but she never complained. Each morning she woke with the same question: how can I get closer to Lily today? One morning, tired and cold, Mia helped a librarian stack books. She found a tear in one of Lily's jackets and a small hole in Mia's shoe sole. The librarian, noticing Mia's worn state, knitted her a thin scarf from spare yarn and told her about a free coat they were giving out to people in need. Mia hugged the scarf to her face, feeling Lily in its softness. She spent that night by a bit of sunlight coming through a curtain, practicing the day's lessons on paper, memorizing the poem Lily Loved. In class, Mia met Mr. Alvarez, an older retiree who asked her why she was so dedicated. Mia spoke about Lily and their promise in a quiet voice. He patted her shoulder gently and said, "You will make her proud." That weekend, Mia found leftover donations outside a soup kitchen, some fresh bread and apples. Holding Lily's bracelet in one hand and the food in the other, she whispered, "One day, I will share with you again." Under that ancient oak tree they once climbed, Mia felt sunlight on her face and a quiet peace. She was farther from home, but closer to her dream. Weeks of hard work and study followed. Each day Mia grew stronger, more confident. Then came an afternoon that nearly broke her. After class, she met a kind tutor named Jeremy who offered extra help. He taught Mia new words and even gave her a few dollars for the bus on days she needed it. Feeling grateful, Mia walked taller. But one morning, Jeremy asked Mia to help him set up chairs at his apartment. When she returned from a quick errand, the envelope with all her saved money was gone. Shock and betrayal washed over her. "What's wrong?" Jeremy had asked. Mia only whispered, "Nothing," holding back the flood of hurt. Outside on the rainy sidewalk, Mia finally cried. The stolen money was a cruel blow. It was meant to get her something small for Lily. She pressed Lily's bracelet to her heart and listened. Through the sound of rain, she imagined Lily's voice saying, "Mia, be brave." Mia wiped her tears. Lily had trusted her. Now, Mia had to trust herself. Clutching Lily's jacket, Mia stood under the street lamp's glow. With each breath, she repeated their promise, "No one will stop me." By morning, the tears were gone. Mia walked on, betrayed, but unbroken. Spring brought new challenges and opportunities. Mia still attended classes, but now she needed money. One Monday, she walked to a nearby cafe. Through the window, she saw men in aprons rushing to serve pancakes. Gathering courage, Mia stepped inside. "Looking for work," Mia said to the manager, voice small. "I can wash dishes or clean tables." The manager, Miss Ortega, saw Mia's hopeful face and nodded. "We start early at 6 a.m., she said. "Come tomorrow." That night, Mia hardly slept. As dawn broke, she stood at the cafe's back door at 5:30 a.m. Ms. Ortega smiled and handed her a little apron. "Welcome aboard," she said. Mia's hands trembled as she put it on. Mia scrubbed dishes and helped prepare breakfasts. It was hard work. Her arms ached and her feet throbbed, but each smile from Ms. Ortega and each good job from the cooks made Mia's heart swell. At the end of the day, she counted her earnings by the flickering streetlight. Each coin was a victory, a warm cup of cocoa, a bar of soap, a moment's rest. Lily's favorite poem echoed in her mind as she rested her head. "One day we will see the sun." Mia clutched her small stack of coins and nodded sleepily, promising Lily she wouldn't stop. She took a notebook Ms. Ortega found at the cafe, a gift from the manager, and scribbled tonight's goals. Under a dim street lamp, Mia wrote new words, copied math problems, and drew two stick-figure girls holding hands with a heart above them. "Stay brave," she wrote. "Keep the promise." The street lamp flickered. Mia knew Lily would be proud. As spring days turned warmer, Mia learned to serve customers and run the cash register. She became fast at making omelets and remembered order numbers by heart. Coworkers noticed her dedication. Maria, a young waitress, often shared sandwiches with Mia and taught her funny jokes when they took breaks. Together, they would walk home along quiet sidewalks and talk about their dreams in soft tones. Mia realized she wasn't alone any longer. Summer's heat brought new routine. Every week, Mia tucked coins into her notebook, watching the stack grow. By mid-July, she had nearly $100. It wasn't much, but it was hers. She imagined buying books for class, or maybe a new scarf with the extra cash. Each night she listened to Lily's voice in the breeze. Step by step. Ms. Ortega noticed Mia's blossoming confidence. One afternoon, she called her over. "You're learning fast," Ms. Ortega smiled. Indeed, Mia now juggled pans in the kitchen and took orders at the register. The regulars loved the quiet girl, who remembered their favorite coffee. One morning, the head chef patted Mia's back and said, "Keep it up, you're doing well." Mia's chest swelled with pride. Outside of work, Mia found ways to grow, too. Every Tuesday in the cool library classroom, she helped others sound out words, just as Lily had helped her. In return, they helped Mia with math problems she struggled with. On weekends, Mia volunteered at the community yard sale, sweeping streets and giving directions. Each few extra coins she earned, she added to her savings with a grateful smile. One drizzly morning, Mia noticed a small boy in line at the cafe, shivering without an umbrella. Slip. Mia silently moved an extra pancake onto his tray. The boy's eyes lit up, and he giggled. Mia felt warmth in her chest and imagined Lily's proud smile. The town slowly began to cheer for Mia. The librarian, Ms. Barnes, once slipped a note into Mia's apron pocket after reading class. "You're doing great, Ms. Barnes." Mia pinned that note inside her notebook like a medal. Maria left half of her sandwich for Mia more than once. Even strangers gave kind words. A mother at the cafe told Mia she was an inspiration. As summer turned to fall, the leaves at the park near the church bench began to change color. Mia bought a thin scarf with her savings to keep warm at night, clutching Lily's picture as she did. One clear September evening, Mia stepped outside under a sky full of stars. She closed her notebook, traced a finger over Lily's face in a photograph inside, and whispered, "Look how far we've come." Something deep inside Mia felt different. The girl who had once begged for food was saving money, working steady hours, and even making friends. She realized each small step, every job shift, every class attended, was building a brighter future. Wrapping Lily's jacket around her shoulders, Mia took a deep breath. Whatever came next, she knew Lily was with her in every heartbeat. With autumn in the air, Mia decided to be bold. Her savings were small, but she had an idea. She remembered how Lily loved drawing together. One Friday after her shift, Mia used her coins to buy paper and a pen. Sitting in her usual church steps, she began to draw two girls holding hands. Beneath the moon, Mia and Lily, exactly as they always vowed. Underneath she wrote, "Together, always." Putting a drawing up on a cafe bulletin board, next to a community announcement, Mia felt a flutter of hope. Maybe someone would call about it. If Lily saw, wouldn't Lily send her a sign? That evening, as Mia locked up the cafe, Maria approached her. She had found Mia's drawing. "This is beautiful," Maria said softly. "Did you make it?" Mia nodded shyly. "It reminds me of friends I've lost," Maria continued. "You hang on to what you believe in, okay?" Mia gave Maria a grateful smile. Buoyed by Maria's kindness, Mia took chances with other promises. She asked the librarian to keep her posted if any children's art classes or contests opened. One afternoon, the librarian handed her a flyer. City Arts Contest, show your heroes. Mia knew her hero was Lily. I can do this, she told herself as she tucked the flyer into her apron. That weekend, Mia poured her heart into a painting. Two girls, with wide smiles, standing under the same constellation Lily liked to name. Each brushstroke was a promise to Lily. When she turned it in at the community center, Ms. Barnes saw Mia's name and whispered, "Lily's pride is shining through you." Mia's chest tightened with joy. Weeks passed. Mia didn't win the contest, but she did get an honorable mention for courage. More importantly, strangers began recognizing Mia's strength. A local news reporter did a short story on teens helping their communities, and Maria made sure to mention Mia. "She's incredible," Maria said. Mia blushed at the spotlight but felt proud that others saw her faith. With winter approaching and their next class break, Mia used her extra money to buy a small box of color pencils and an insulated glove. Lily loved pencils, and the glove kept Mia's hands warm in the early mornings. One chilly morning, Mia tucked her drawings into envelopes and mailed them to the orphanage where Lily stayed. Just in case, she smiled, knowing Lily might never be there, but wanting Lily to know, somehow, that she had not forgotten. As snow began to dust the city, Mia's life gained momentum. She continued balancing school, work, and her creative passions. Each job shift, she practiced counting change in her head. Each free moment, she read stories aloud to herself. Then came the unexpected opportunity. A local community organization was holding a holiday talent show to raise money for street children. Mia hesitated. She'd never performed in front of people, but Maria gently encouraged her. "Your words could help others," Maria said, handing her a ticket. On stage, Mia recited a short poem she had written for Lily, about hope and friendship. Her voice trembled at first, but as she read, faces softened. When she finished, the applause warmed her cold cheeks. Even strangers clapped, tears in their eyes. In Lily's honor, Mia had given others something precious. That night, as she walked home under lamplight, Mia felt Lily's promise echo louder than ever. The city had never stopped her. It had lifted her. Spring returned, and with it a new chance. Miss Ortega mentioned that the cafe would like to have Mia work regularly, but Mia politely said she needed to finish her studies too. Impressed, Miss Ortega offered Mia a scholarship opportunity. The cafe partnered with a local college to train workers. Mia was accepted into an evening program on entrepreneurship, free for hardworking students like her. With Mia's curious mind, the classes were thrilling. She learned to write business plans and even started a small project selling hand-painted greeting cards inspired by Lily at the cafe. Customers loved Mia's heartfelt art. Tiny profits from the card sales went back into her savings jar, and Mia felt Lily's smile each time she boxed another stack. Meanwhile, Mia's self-esteem soared. She opened a savings account at a community bank that praised her discipline. A friendly banker remarked on Mia's consistency and let her deposit coins directly, always greeting her with a warm smile. By year's end, Mia had done more than dream, she had built. She and Maria organized a small street art workshop for neighborhood kids, teaching them to paint their hopes like Mia had. Seeing those children's eyes light up reminded Mia of Lily's own sparkle. She knew Lily would have loved it. Years passed. The little shop at the cafe where Mia sold her cards turned into a fledgling business. Mia expanded her line, postcards of the city skyline, small paintings of their bench, even handmade scarves dyed with Lily's favorite colors. Word spread, and soon a local charity bought several hundred of Mia's paintings to decorate a children's ward. Late one summer afternoon, Mia was counting her own savings in the same notebook by that church park bench, now polished and bright. Officer Ruiz, the same kind cop, strolled by with his daughter, who was in Mia's art class. "Mia," he called, "you've done amazing things." Mia just smiled. Inside, her heart swelled at the full circle moment. She realized Lily's promise had been kept. On what would have been Lily's 18th birthday, Mia stood on a rooftop overlooking the city skyline. In her hand was a letter written that morning. It read, "Thank you for keeping our promise." Mia spoke the words aloud, feeling the breeze carry Lily's name. That evening, Mia inaugurated a small mural in the park with Lily's favorite constellation and two girls holding hands. Underneath she wrote, "Forever together, Mia and Lily." Neighbors gathered, some wiping tears, all applauding Mia's dedication to her friend. As the last light faded, Maria hugged Mia tight. "You did it, Mia. You kept your promise." Mia nodded, squeezing Lily's bracelet on her wrist. She looked up at the sky, feeling Lily's voice in her heart. "We're together." Success hadn't changed Mia's spirit. The next morning she organized a book drive in Lily's name for children's hospitals and homelessness shelters. Families and kids donated gently used storybooks, and Mia personally delivered them to Joyce, a nurse who remembered Lily. "So Lily's stories will live on," Mia told her, smiling. Joyce simply nodded, tears in her eyes. Over the years, Mia grew rich, not just in money, but in giving. She started a foundation to help girls like her and Lily get education and shelter. In interviews, Mia always spoke of friendship and loyalty, never forgetting Lily. One quiet afternoon, a girl approached Mia in a park, shyly holding a tattered children's book. "I heard about Lily," the girl said. "I used to live where you did. Thank you for helping us." Mia knelt and took the book. They shared a hug under the spreading oak, two survivors connected by hope. Late one winter night, Mia returned to the church steps for the first time in many years. Beside her, a young woman folded in warmth was reading Lily's book to two small children. Mia watched the scene. Lily's spirit was alive in this woman's laugh. She stepped forward quietly. The woman looked up. "Mia?" Lily's voice cracked with disbelief and joy. In that instant, all the years, the struggles, the success fell away. They embraced tightly, lifelong friends no matter the time or distance. Lily's eyes shone with tears. "You kept our promise," she whispered. Mia just nodded, clutching Lily's hand. They spent hours catching up. Lily had been safe and cared for, and Mia told her every step that had led to this moment. As dawn approached, the two friends walked home together, unbreakable as ever. That morning, standing side by side, Mia and Lily looked up at the sky. Above, the first star of the morning was fading. Mia smiled and put an arm around Lily. "We did it," she said softly. Lily squeezed her hand. They had begun life on cold steps under falling rain, and now they stepped into the sun, friends forever. Their promise fulfilled. Hey there, story lovers! If you want to add a little more magic, adventure, and heartwarming moments to your day, make sure you subscribe to the Daily Stories channel on YouTube. Join our community of dreamers and seekers of inspiration. Hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you never miss our new story every single day.